Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can Fly. Time to get it.
Perfect.
So in this video, as you can see, I am going to be flying to my chapter meeting for BPA. As you know, I'm a member of the Roscoe Draper chapter of the Black Pilots of America, and we have a chapter meeting at the Northeast Philadelphia Airport. Our chapter president, the proud owner of Piper Cherokee 6, he allows us to use his hangar. So rather than driving there, what better way to go to a chapter meeting than to fly? So I decided I was going to fly there. Now, what's really tripped out is, for some reason, Northeast Philadelphia Airport, it's just a Class Delta, but for some reason it really intimidates me. So I really wanted to kind of push the envelope and fly into Northeast Philly. It's the first time I've ever flown there and landed by myself. All right, so let's make it happen.
And deck traffic, Cessna 94006, departing runway 1, gonna go out to the southeast deck. All right, nobody on the field. Mixture's full rich, carb heaters, flaps are up, fuel tanks are on. Okay, I see 1, 1, 1. All right, heels to the floor, full power. All right, engine instruments in the green, oil temp, oil pressure, suction, all good. Airspeed is alive. And she's ready to fly. Fly, little Sammy, fly. And deck traffic, Cessna 94006, right crosswind turn out to the southeast, last call deck.
So it's interesting, anytime I fly and I'm going to somewhere where I've been but I'm really not comfortable with, I find myself being a little bit nervous about, exactly what I'm going to do. Even though I've planned it to the hilt, I have looked at the airport diagram, I've gone over the taxiways and all of that kind of stuff. There's just times where I'm still just a little intimidated about what I'm about to do. And so it's just one of those weird things. But one of the things I do like is, if you keep pushing on and you keep challenging yourself, that's how you spread your wings, no pun intended.
All right, climb checklist. So mixture's full rich, carpet is cold.
Axial traffic light Cherokee,
Taxi landing light comes off. Now, a couple things I need to be mindful of here. I have to be mindful of the Class Bravo. All right, so I'm headed up to 35. So a couple things I need to be mindful of on this flight. I'm going out to Northeast, so I'm going to have to get in contact with the tower. I have the tower in already 126.9. Cloud bank is looking better, as you can see out there. All right, so as you can see, flying into deck was quite interesting.
Jumpers away, we're good. Jumpers away, we're good. All aircraft 13,500 below, please watch out. Jumpers away, we're good.
Lots of jumping today, as you can hear. Gonna be good there. So I'm gonna go like I'm going towards wings, basically. And I have to be down below because the shelf there, the Bravo shelf is 3,500. So I'll go down to 2,500, then 10 miles out, make my call, and see what we get. Northeast Tower here. And then I am going to put in, all right, so before I do that, let's get my orange dot on the horizon. And I tell you, really looking at that attitude indicator makes a huge difference. I mean, it makes a huge difference now because it seems like it's quicker than the altimeter and definitely the vertical speed. Gives me pretty quick feedback. All right, now I can start. I mean, look at that. I've been able to really dial in my trim pretty good. All right, so I'm going to get to my meeting late. I probably should have left a little earlier, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to fly into my chapter meeting. All right, so flying to Northeast Philadelphia Airport on my way to my BPA chapter meeting. And the thing is, so I'm nervous about flying into Northeast Philly. It was just one of those things where it's just a situation where I'm not used to flying into Class Deltas too often. But yeah, I have real intimidation with Northeast Philly, and I don't know what it is. But the other thing is I've never done a full stop, so that's the other thing that's going to be new about this flight, because I'm going to be taxiing back to the back hangars where my friend, or my chapter president, El Presidente, Derek's hangar is. That's where we're going to be having a meeting for those who are going to be doing it live. And I want to try to get this weather as soon as possible, because they're going to give me a code, and that code will then, something like this, say, you know, you have weather information call for Sierra or whatever. I have to give that to them, so they know that I have the current weather. So this has been great, and like I said, I really feel blessed to be able to do this, fly near the clouds. And it's just beautiful. It really is. Somebody asked me the other day when I fly, am I scared? And, you know, I told them that I'm not scared. I have respect for flying. It is not something to, like marriage, it is not something to enter into lightly. But I felt like I've been properly trained, and I am continuing to study and learn, like, you know, looking at my instrumentation to really help me with my VFR flying. But the other thing is just, you know, having faith that everything is going to be okay. And I think that's with anything in life, you know. People see faith as just a thing that church people do. Well, faith kind of drives a lot of things. Because faith, there's hope. And so I just have the faith that the Bernoulli principle is going to work. And that the wings are going to produce enough lift. And so if I have faith in that, I have faith that when I ask the good Lord for traveling mercy, that he will bless me with such. And if there's something that needs to happen, then I have the training, I have the faith that I have the training to handle it. So I'm not scared, but I definitely just have respect more than anything. I mean, and I think that's key, just having respect and faith. And the good book talks about not having a spirit of fear. And I'm not exactly sure how the entire verse goes, but yeah, so that's how I would basically answer that question. And I just see this being able to fly just such a huge blessing. And again, you know, a lot of the stuff that I want to do on this YouTube channel, with the merch and all of that kind of stuff over time, really just kind of help engage people in this, and, you know, people who are interested be able to fly with me and see this. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and if you look out front there, continue to look out front. See that steam coming up? So you see the clouds, but you see the steam? That's where you do your outlet shopping. Limerick. The Limerick cooling towers. And that's the one thing I love about flying around here. I always use that as a place that I can find if I ever need to figure out where I am. All right, let me turn this back up a little bit. And again, I hope nobody thinks that I'm preaching at them, because I'm not a preacher, or that I'm, you know, Russ is trying to be a pastor. No, I'm not a pastor, not a minister. I'm just a believer who wants my life to be evidence of God's purpose for our lives on this planet. Not to say that things don't happen and things haven't happened. There's some stories that I have that, you know, made me, some experiences that made me question, definitely. But more importantly, what I just want to do is just have people have hope, because man, the scariest human being alive, in my opinion, the scariest human being alive on the planet is a person who does not have hope. A hopeless individual is a very dangerous individual, because they really just have nothing to look forward to. They don't care, because they don't care about themselves or love themselves. What do they care about you? Nothing, right? So anybody out there, if you're having a hard time, I'll just pray that good Lord finds his way to you, and you to him, and you find an answer to that thing that's ailing you. So I can tell you, my thing is I like to inspire people. That's why I never want this to be a prideful thing, or I don't want people to ever think that I'm showing off by doing this, because that is not my goal. I don't want to show off. I don't want to be prideful. I'm always concerned about that pride of life thing. And it's really just to inspire. I mean, folks, you've seen, you know, if you go through this channel, if you're new and it's the first video you're seeing, if you go back, there's a lot that went on before I got to do what I'm doing now. And it was frustrating and tiring and, you know, baffling at times. But I just always kept hope that one day I'd be able to do this. Have faith. Just, you know, the good Lord put this in front of me. All right, so I'm about 36 nautical miles out from the field. I'm gonna stop yakking at you.
Northeast Tower landing and departing, runway 15. Arriving aircraft should expect a visual approach, but runway 6 is available upon pilot request.
Okay, so 15. So what do we got here? Oh, good. So northwest of the field. All right, so what do we got here? All right, so 15. So this is actually gonna be kind of easy. Okay, everything looks good. Oil temp, oil pressure. Got my weather information Foxtrot. All right, just looking at all this traffic. There's like a couple airports out this way where there's just so much traffic and it's all of this jumping stuff.
Under left downwind.
All right, I gotta go down. Carpe, mixture full ridge. I want to go down.
6 Lima Alpha, runway 15, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 15.
2,500. And again, what I'm gonna do is I pull my power here. I'm gonna put that dot. Now, unfortunately, attitude indicator doesn't have like a little meter, it's just like a line. But I'm still gonna try to put that dot right there and then trim. And then, yeah, look at that. 500 feet a minute. Man, that's the secret sauce. That is definitely the secret sauce. So crazy. All this time. Well, that's why you fly and you learn, man. All right, I'm getting ready to go underneath this Class Bravo shelf. Used to do this a lot back in the day. Now I want to put in ground, 121.7. So I got my ATIS now. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of the plane. That's ground frequency. All right, so I'm just navigating, trying to make sure I'm under this Bravo, which I am. I see wings field over there. Northeast Philly Tower, good morning. Cessna 94006.
Cessna 94006, Northeast Tower, good morning.
Good morning, Cessna 152 94006. I'm about 12 miles northwest of the field with information Foxtrot inbound for full stop landing, runway 15.
Cessna 94006, make straight and approach, runway 15, and report a 2-mile final.
Report 2-mile final, straight in approach for 94006 on runway 15. TPA is 1500, so I'm going to come on down to 2.
Experimental 71 November Sierra, Northeast Tower, make straight and approach, number 1, runway 15, clear to land.
Stadium 15, number 1, clear to land, 71 November Sierra.
Cessna 94006, traffic 9 o'clock, 2 miles over takeoff, your left wing, experimental 2000 has you in sight.
All right, I'll be looking for traffic, Cessna 94006.
About 10 miles.
Okay, got that traffic in sight.
Cessna 94006, runway 15, clear to land, number 2, following Van's 3-mile final.
All right, Cessna 94006, clear to land, 115, number 2. All right, so carb heat is in, mixture's full rich, and got the airport in sight. See that runway? Right there. Probably gonna make a left turn to Charlie, then Takeoff. Get in that zone, in the white arc. Good deal, first notch of flaps, nose coming down. All right, second notch of flaps.
All right, like normal, let's bring her on in. Come on, cue the music.
Cessna 006, were you parking or back to the runway?
Going back to the back hangars for a 006.
006, turn right at Golf, contact ground point 7.
Right at Golf, ground point 7, 006. Northeast ground, Cessna 904 006. Clear runway 15 at Golf.
Cessna 904 006, northeast ground, taxi to the back hangars via Alpha Bravo.
Alpha Bravo, back to the hangars, 904 006. That's Alpha 2. So Alpha, and then Alpha Bravo.
I know you've heard me say this so many times before, but the things I love about aviation are the learning, the adventure, and even if you land at an airport, you can land at an airport and do something different every time you land at that same airport. So I've done touch and goes and landed here, and I've done taxi backs, but I've never taxied myself back to the back hangars. And as I make this turn, it's just I just love the fact that I'm in this life called being a pilot. Yes, boy, I love it.
All right, we made it. We made it. All right, I gotta hurry up and get out of here. So thank you all. It's been great. All right, gotta go to my meeting.